on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Klein. And that is taken in by Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Klein. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Klein. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown Colts. It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They go play action here on first down. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big-time play there on 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll get him down up past the 50. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Running left, Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down, Klein. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Klein. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd and 2, Klein. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10. Throwing again. Klein looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 31, check 31.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, it's man. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Klein. Looking for Campbell downfield. A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, Sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's man. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll look to throw again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On second down, it's man. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Klein. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Klein. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Klein. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20.
You don't like this.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Strip that ball. 29 is the mic. Come on. Kill.
Off the play fake. Klein. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second and 5.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Throwing on 1st down. Klein.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Klein. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner.
And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the gun on third down. Klein, open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it'll be Taylor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and run Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move.